German sentence structure. What can go in position 1 in a German sentence? You will be surprised, it's very different from English and it can literally be anything. Hi, my name is Jan and I'm your German teacher here on EasyDeutsch, your YouTube channel for German grammar. Today's topic is sentence structure and what can go on position 1. That much right at the beginning. It's different from English and it's always based on how important is that information. So we always put the most important information in position 1 and we do not separate it by comma if it's anything else than the subject. That's how English is doing it. But now I will show you with the help of my ebook German Grammar Explained Easily how we do this in German. So we're here now in my ebook German Grammar Explained Easily. Today's topic is how to ask a question in German. So let's have a look at the two different ways to ask questions in German. By the way, they're exactly the same like in English. The first option are questions with question words. In German, we call them W questions. There is a simple reason for that. All question words start with a W. In German, no exceptions at all. So those questions are always questions that you can't answer with yes or no. So you have to give a full sentence as an answer, or at least some information. It's not a deciding question. It is something where you have to give an information. And this is extremely similar to English, the same pretty much. You have the question word that you simply have to translate for you, and then you get the question. You always start the question with the question word, and there you go. For example, wer bist du? So who are you? I am Jan. Ich bin Jan. So this is exactly the same. The only thing we have to pay a little bit of attention to, if you're asking about things, so with wer, wem, and wen, you have to adjust that to the case. In case you're not doing it like here, you're just asking for something in nominative. So here, this is nominative because we have the verb to be. So you have to adjust the question who to the case. But you actually do the same thing in English because remember, who can be whom or to whom. This is nothing but cases. Hier, wem gehört das Auto? Das Auto gehört meinem Mann. So here, it's dative because the verb requires to use dative case. Gehören is a dative verb. More about dative verbs you will find in the video that I've linked for you in the info cards. That's why we have to use here wem. That's the dative version, and you can guess with N, it is the accusative version. Could be translated with the simple who or also whom in English. Wen hast du gesehen? Who have you seen? Meinen Chef. How can you pick which one? Well, simply you have the subject here already. So same here and the same here. And then you simply have to think, well, what is it here? Just treat this as a regular noun and du hast meinen Chef gesehen. So this is accusative if you replace it with the information you're asking for. So the information you're asking for is accusative, take wen. If the information you're asking for is dative, take wem. If it's nominative, take wer. That's it. Genitive is not possible here. We have other ones like was. This is 100% what. And we are asking here for the subject or an object. So not a person and action. So we can pretty much ask for everything with
what, was, unless we're talking or explicitly about a person. So those ones are about people, living things, and what could be everything. So if we can exclude that it's a thing, we use those. If we are not sure if it's a person or thing, then we use was. Same like in English, who only for people, what for things. Wessen shows belonging and ownership, so translates to whose 100%. Wo is where, wohin, where to, woher, where from. Wann is asking about time, so when, warum is why, and wie asks for how. And we also have welcher, welcher, welches means which. You have to adjust this to the case according to the noun that is followed. Also, which you always have to use together with a noun. Same thing in English. Welches Auto kaufst du? Which car do you buy? Welches Auto kaufst du? So which car, welches Auto. The endings are according to definite article endings. So das Auto, that's why it's welches Auto. Those are W questions already. It works just like in English. The only time where you have to pay attention a little bit is when you're asking for people. There you have to adjust it to the case. The second group of questions is yes-no questions. So ja, nein, Fragen. Those are the questions that you can either answer with yes or simply no, or pay attention, doch. So there's a third version in German. More about that shortly. First, let's have a look at two examples here. Kommst du heute zu mir? Ja oder nein? So you're coming over to me, or you're coming today to me, word by word. Yes or no? Gehst du zu Philip's party? You're going to Philip's party? Yes or no? Those are the two answers possible here. Either yes, I'm going, or no, I'm not going. So we divide this into positive and negative questions. So positive questions are the regular ones without any negation in there. And there the answer is always just yes or no. For example, kommst du aus Berlin? You're from Berlin? You come from Berlin? Ja, sicher. Yes, of course. Nein, aus Bern. No, from Bern. So here, those are the two options. But if we have a negative question, so that means a question with a negation in there, magst du Lisa nicht? Here, pay attention. We have the option, nein, ich mag sie nicht. So, no, I don't like her. Or, doch, ich mag sie sehr. Yes, I really like her. English doesn't know this, so you actually always have to say what's in parentheses here, so to make it clear. But in German, this one is actually enough. So we don't have to say it, because this makes it clear. Because doch is different from yes, because we are saying we do not agree with what the asking person is implying. Because with the negation, we imply that I don't like her either. So magst du Lisa nicht? So you don't like Lisa? No, I really don't like her. Or no, I don't like her. Word by word. Or yes, of course, I like her a lot. In English, you really have to say the whole sentence. In German, it's okay with doch. Magst du Lisa nicht? Doch. Ich mag sie sehr. Same here. Machst du keinen Sport? Nein, nie. So you, word by word, you don't do sports, so you never exercise? No, never. Or doch, dreimal die Woche. Yes, 3 times per week. But doch alone is good enough. It is all you need. So all the time, doch, if you do not agree with the implied negative answer here, that's when you use doch. And you have to pay a little bit attention with the word order if you're using yes-no questions, because, attention, verb comes in the first position, not second like it usually does. Kommst du heute zur Party? Are you coming to the party today? You can do this in English too. Are you coming to the party today? Geht morgen arbeiten? Is he going to work tomorrow? You do it in a similar way. Verb first, then the subject. In English, you need a helping verb to do that, like to be. Is he going to work tomorrow? In German, you don't need a helping verb. You don't need that to be there. You just put the conjugated verb first position. Goes he tomorrow work? Word by word here. But means, is he going to work tomorrow? So we simply put the conjugated verb first position. As a regular sentence, it would be geht morgen arbeiten. So the geht goes first position. Geht morgen arbeiten. And obviously there is the version, like in probably any other language, that you just use the regular main clause, the regular sentence, geht morgen arbeiten, and then you raise your voice at the end of the sentence. So, geht morgen arbeiten? That's also a question. It just depends how you do your intonation. But if you want to make it clear that's a question to avoid misunderstandings, put the verb in the first position. Geht morgen arbeiten? Then you can still pronounce it neutral and it will be a question for sure.
If you have any further questions about German sentence structure or what to put in position 1 in a German sentence, please do not hesitate to write your question in the comments below. I'll always try to answer all your questions. If you enjoyed that video, please don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done that yet. And if you want to support me, I always appreciate it a lot. Thanks in advance. Share my videos with all your friends and family who are learning German too. And if you want to support me even further, the ebook that I am using for my videos, you can find the link to this ebook in the video description below. I have 10 ebooks, so there are several different ones, more than the one that you just saw. All information you will find in the video description too. And then I hope I will see you again in one of my next videos about German grammar. And until then, viel Spaß und Erfolg beim Deutschlernen.